Credit card delinquencies are at a record high among small banks. Could this be the catalyst for the final round of consolidation in small and regional banks?
I believe so. Like if the debt rate goes up to maybe 9% or maybe 10%, because of course it's fine right now. And of course, I know a lot of people want to be flipping about this GDP, that the income ratio, credit cards are being high, but very rarely when we talk to people do I feel, even people that I know that are rich are feeling a crunch because either they're having to take care of more people, they're having more expenses and trying to grow their business or sustain throughout this period. And I'm seeing a slow collapse of the regional banks. Small banks, I feel bad for, but this is a classic example of the big banks and too big to fail banks are going to get bigger. I feel like Chase is going to be the biggest benefactor as a result. Bank of America, they need to get their things together, or in the next cycle in 2034, they may have a chance of going under. I like Brian Moynihan as the CEO, but the culture at Bank of America isn't as strong as it used to be, especially pre-2008. But just like we saw a whole bunch of banks in 2007 and 2008 either get bought or go under, I think we're going to see a consolidation in the banking space. And if we continue to have record interest rates and people are struggling to pay their credit card debts and balances are remaining higher, I think we're going to see some of these get bought up.
Yeah, you're talking about it. LendingTree put out a report. They said that the average U.S. credit card interest rate is 24.3%.
That is insane.
Almost 25 average. So there's a bunch of people that's 29%, 30%, 35%.
You better off going to a loan shark.
Right. So that's from a credit card, but that's the first delinquency we need to look at. The second delinquency we need to look at is the student loan delinquency that's about because effective this month, repayment is back in order. And so, it'll take a couple of months to see who can pay and who's not going to pay and for it to be reported. But that's a delinquency we need to look at. Car loans, those delinquency numbers are going up. And so if we're watching all these things go up, we have to take account who are the people that are creating the loans, and how, if people are not going to be able to pay them, what do those banks now do?
Are there any cars that are new available under $35,000? The Kias I'm seeing 52,000.
Yeah, I think I just read a report. I think the cheapest model for a new car, it might be 24,000.
What kind of car is that?
Who was it? I think it was Toyota. What's under? Is the Corolla the smallest they got?
Yeah,
it might have been that. Yeah, but just think about that.
Like, look at Rashad, zooming in Rashad.
No disrespect. No disrespect to anybody that has these vehicles, but it's becoming more expensive to have them. You have student loan debt. You got a credit card debt. Wages are not increasing
at all.
Right? Interest rates are about to be raised again. It's a recipe.
And they're lying about these jobs. Can we be honest? You getting 4 hours at Shake Shack is not like boosting the economy. They're lying. Like
the math ain't mathing.
Same way with the music industry. At one point, an artist, a flop was 120. Burna Boy sold 21,000. Are you lying now or then? It's impossible. How was Smith and Wesson able to do 115 first week, and now Burna Boy only do 21,000? There's a lie somewhere. The numbers are not adding up. And when you factor in interest rates with everything adjusting, our payments are going to be higher than what we pay for defense and military. And we spend too much on y'all want to talk about grift. Ooh, the F-15 grip, it hit different. I ain't got to that level. I'm trying to learn how to sell and fight a jet. Biden, everything I said before was just jokes. I hope everything goes well for you and your son. Teach me how to sell some fighter jets so we can. That's the real bag. Getting 20, 30 million a pop per.
What that dude sold the airport? You seen that?
Yeah, Nigerian.
Now we won't be interviewing them for all of you haters, but it was a hell of a move.
Yo, he sold an airport.
You sold a whole airport? I fixed his boy.
It was like $2 billion, some crazy number. 200.
It was 600 million. Crazy
9 figures, 10
numbers.
figures. Sold an airport.
Hey, man. Hey, it's tough. But as Rashad would say, I say that to say we need to fix our economy so that we can all do better and prosper. Also, we have macro down periods. I mentioned Bender cycle before. When we won a Breakfast Club the first time, I'm like, yo, 24 coming. Gonna hit a recession. Charlamagne's like, you sure? Troy's like, yep. He gets throwing out the numbers. And here we are, about to be in 24, all hell on earth as COVID is spiking back up. So then if COVID spikes back up, the pharma companies are going to do well, but we're going to have to probably sit back in the house. And while all travel and tourism is down at scale.
It's interesting as you watch these companies and you like, I wonder if they're doing well. As I'm watching the US Open and I'm looking at Moderna as the official sponsor, I'm thinking about like 4 years ago that this wasn't the case. They got like the instant replay, the best shot of the game. I'm like, wow.
That's crazy. But in due time people are starting getting some sniffles in about 3 weeks.
It's flu season.
Yeah.
It's almost over.
Yep.